And so, with a heart full of hope and anticipation, Zephart set out to bring some joy into his life. S1. Zephart lived alone. His house felt empty. The days were long. Zephart was bored. He decided to get pets. Pets will keep me company, he thought. He wanted a cat to curl up on his lap. He wanted a dog to greet him at the door. Zephart had lived alone for many years. He was used to the silence, but lately the silence had become deafening. He needed something to fill the void. Pets are the answer, he said to himself, a glimmer of hope flickering in his tired eyes. He put on his coat and hat, ready for a change. The pet shop was bustling. Birds chirped, hamsters ran on wheels. Zephart saw a fluffy cat. He saw a playful dog.
"I'll take them both," he told the owner.
Zephart nodded, eager to take his new companions home. The cat meowed softly, brushing against Zephart's hand. The dog wagged its tail, almost tripping over its own paws in excitement. Zephart felt a warmth spread through him. S2, the owner smiled. "They'll need lots of love and care," she warned.
"They already love me," he thought, feeling a sense of satisfaction.
He paid for the pets and their necessities, eager to start this new chapter in his life. At home, Zephart showed the pets their bowls.
"This is for your food," he said. "This is for your water." He pointed at each bowl. And most importantly, he warned, no fighting over food.
He knew animals could be territorial. He wanted peace in his home. The cat purred, seemingly indifferent to the rules. The dog, however, whined a little, as if acknowledging the seriousness of Zephart's tone. Zephart hoped they understood. He filled their bowls, making sure each had enough.
"There you go," he said, feeling like a parent instructing his children.
Zephart's heart swelled with a newfound sense of purpose. Perhaps, just perhaps, his days of loneliness were finally over.
The cat ate daintily.
The dog gobbled its food.
Soon the dog's bowl was empty. It looked at the cat's bowl. They lunged at each other. Zephart was out of the room. He didn't see the fight begin. The fight escalated quickly. The dog, fueled by hunger and a primal instinct to compete, barked fiercely. The cat, startled by the dog's aggression, retaliated with sharp claws and hissing. S3, the cat hissed. S4, the dog growled. He yelled from the other room. By the time he reached them, it was too late. S1, stop it! Zephart saw the scene and froze. His pets were lying still. The cat was lifeless on the floor. The dog whimpered, severely injured. Zephart rushed the dog to the vet, but the injuries were too severe. The dog didn't survive. Zephart was devastated.
His heart ached with a pain he hadn't felt in years. The silence in his house was unbearable now. It was a constant reminder of his loss, of his mistake. He had brought these animals home for companionship. Now they were both gone. And it was all his fault.
They'll need lots of love and care. Narrator. Zephart blamed himself. He hadn't been careful enough. He hadn't understood their needs.
He had failed them. He decided not to get any more pets. He couldn't bear the thought of another tragedy. He visited the graves he dug in his backyard, small mounds of earth that represented his colossal error. He learned a harsh lesson that day. Pride had led him to believe he could easily care for two animals. Now, he understood the weight of his actions. The silence in his house was a constant reminder of his loss. He was alone again, but this time, the silence was filled with regret.